All right, guys. Nutrition class part 3. All right, part 2 we ended with the no and the high days. If you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, go watch it now. Do not skip ahead, okay? Because you will be lost very quickly. All right, so we're talking about the no and the high days. So Grant, where do I get my no day from, and how do I determine my numbers, and what does that even look like for me? How many calories I need to take? Because we talked about the calories a little bit, and we talked about the individual that we had that was 160 and how their calorie intake needed to be 1408. All right, so we have our calorie number. Now what we need to do is we need to take that calorie number, which is 1408, and we need to put that into our no and our high day. All right, so let's start with the no day first. Okay, so here's the no day. So you're going to take your calorie number. You're going to take that number, and before we get started on that, I'm going to show everybody here real quick. Protein, okay, our carbs, and our fats. Those are our macros again, okay? Now, for every gram of protein that we have, all right, that we intake, there's 4 calories in that 1 gram, okay? Same with carbs. For every 1 gram of protein, or 1 gram of carb, there is 4 calories. All right, so you guys can see that. Okay, and then for every 1 gram of fat that we intake, that's 9 calories. Okay, so those are our calorie numbers, okay, for 1 gram of protein, 1 gram of fat, 1 gram of carbs. So that's going to be important to know. We're going to use that number here in a second, and I will tell you where. So we go to our no day here, and once again, we're talking about our macros. So our protein intake, our carb intake, and our fat intake are here. So for protein intake for our no day, we would like for this to be about 45%. Now, there's some fluctuations, some range changes that some of you guys may know about that I may have told with the Saturday class, but this is ideally kind of where most of you guys are going to fall, and then they may adjust as we go. So carbohydrate intake, we want that to be about 10%, okay? And then our fat intake, we want another 45%. So Grant, 45% of what? Like what? I don't get it. 45%. 45% of your calories, okay, of this calorie number are going to come in the form of protein. All right. So what we have to do there is we take our calorie intake number, which is the 1408, and we take that times 0.45, and the number we get with that, okay, is 633. Now this is calories, okay, not carbs or protein. 633 grams, okay, of 633 calories of protein. All right. So then our next piece, okay, we're going to hop straight down to the fat because 45% and 45% of this number are the exact same. So 45%. So once again, down here again, 633. All right. And then 10% of this, okay? So 1408 for you guys times the 0.10 is 140 calories. All right. So those are our calorie numbers. So this is where the number down here comes into play, all right? So when it comes to the protein, we're going to take this number, okay, and we're going to divide this by 4, all right, up there at the top. So 633 divided by 4 gets us equals 158 grams of protein, okay? So here is our daily protein intake, 158 for this individual. All right, still following? Hope so. So now carbs, I'm going to take 10%, okay, which is 140. I'm going to take this number and I'm going to divide this number by 4 as well. Okay, so 140 divided by the 4, that gives me 35. 35 grams of carbs. Okay, so now we're seeing, oh, right there, seeing where our numbers are at. All right, so now down here, 633, we're not dividing it by 4 because there's 9 calories per 1 gram. So we're taking this 9 and we're dividing this 633. Okay, so in 633 divided by 9, that comes to 70. We'll call it even 70 grams. So boom, there is our numbers for a no day here at the top. Okay, so and this person needs to eat 158 grams of protein, and then they need to eat 35 carbs. Now these carbs, they're still going to be carbs. These carbs are veggies. Okay, they're veggies. They're coming from your protein shakes. So here's some items that you are not going to intake on a no day. Okay, so you are not going to intake sweet potatoes. Okay, you're not going to intake Greek yogurt. You're not going to intake muesli. You're not going to intake any oatmeal. No breads. No P28 bagels. Zero fruit. No sugars. Okay, none of those items are going to be taken in. Now, the items that you will take in: proteins. Okay, chicken, turkey, ground chicken's fine, salmon, tilapia, fishes like that, white fishes are fine. Zero red meat. Or sorry, red meat can be taken in here. That's right. Red meat can be taken in here because it's a no day. So you can have a little bit of red meat. I would tell most of you guys, though, now that we're 6 days in, if you can cut the red meat out, just go ahead and cut it out. So I'm going to cut it out when there's 30 days left anyways. Okay, so no red meat if you can. And then you're going to intake avocados, coconut oils. You're going to intake almonds or cashews or peanut butter, natural peanut butter. You're going to take in these healthy, good fats. All right. If you need help figuring out what these healthy fats are, okay, let me know. But avocados and your salmon, Atlantic salmon, are going to be some of your good options for your fats. All right. So when this one is done, okay, for you guys doing MyFitnessPal, it's super important for you guys to do MyFitnessPal. So that way, if you have a question, it's easy for us to look, and we don't have to try to remember all the food we ate for a day, because Lord knows it's really hard to remember everything that you ate in a day. Okay, so because I want to be able to see what your pie chart looks like. So you have a pie chart in the phone. It would look like this. Here's the 45. Here's 45, and here's 10. So if I go to your pie chart and I look at it, and this is like this, and this is carbs, I know where you're missing at. We can figure that out pretty quickly, okay? So, but you have to try to have it logged in MyFitnessPal if you're having a rough day. It also helps with knowing, oh man, I was really tired and I got lethargic grin at 12 o'clock. Okay, well, what'd you have for your AM snack? And you can show me, and then we can determine if something needs to be changed, okay? So if you're asking for change and you want a big modification to your plan, you need to make sure that MyFitnessPal has been logged a few times, so that way we can make sure that there's a reason for change and not just because. All right, so there you guys go. There is part number 3, okay? We have our no day. Next step is going to be taking the 1408 and turning it into what everybody likes, which is the high day, okay? So make sure you guys are watching all the steps, writing stuff down. See you guys in a bit. Good luck. Keep it up.